Hey there, it's Hillary, and today I'm going to be doing my November TBR. I have about 6 things on my TBR that I want to get to. There'll probably be some other things that are on there because I'll end up getting audiobooks that I'm checking out from the library or just books in general that I'm checking out from the library. So it'll probably change, but these are some things that I would like to get to. We'll see how it goes. That tends to be the trend. So the first thing that I want to read in the month of November, I started in the month of October. I didn't get very far into it. It was my goal to read the book before it came out because I received an ARC of it. It didn't happen, but that's okay. I am not very far into it, to be honest. I didn't start it early enough in the month that I would get it read. I should have read it a couple months before it came out, and that way it would have already been read. But I didn't, so there we go. And that is Girls of Paper and Fire. This book is really interesting. Like I said, I'm not very far into it, but it's not really what I was expecting. Like, it's kind of what I was expecting, but it's a bit more harsh, you could say. Like, there's a scene pretty early in the book, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I don't think I've gotten enough into the story to really see everything that's going on. I am going to keep reading it. Like I said, I wanted to have it read before it came out, but I didn't get there, and I'm still going to keep reading it. The next thing that is on my TBR is something else that I wanted to read in the month of October, and I just didn't get to it. I tend to not get to my TBR as much as I'd like, because I check out so many books from the library. I use the public library's library app on my phone, and I check a lot of ebooks and audiobooks out from the library. When I get one of those books, I feel like I need to stop whatever it is that I'm reading, and I need to read that or listen to that, because you only have them for a certain amount of time. I want to make sure that I have time to read it and return it in a timely manner, so I usually put a pause on whatever I'm reading so that I can read that or listen to that, and then I can return it, and I can make sure that I actually get to enjoy it and not have to rush or not get to read it halfway and then not to get to finish it. That usually changes what I'm reading or what I'm planning on reading, or it makes things that I would like to read take a little bit longer. But the one thing that I did want to read and I didn't get to by Halloween was the Hocus Pocus sequel. I like Hocus Pocus. I'm not obsessed with it, but I do enjoy it around Halloween time, and I wanted to read the sequel. The only thing that is hindering me from reading it a little bit now, 1, we're already past Halloween, but 2, because I've seen some really poor reviews from it on Goodreads. So if you've read it, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. I would really like your opinion, and I really don't want to waste my time because it's not a thin book. And I don't really want to waste my time if it's something that's not going to interest me. The next 2 I'm going to show together because I'm hoping to get to both of them this month, and that is City of Lost Souls and City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. I'm almost finished the Mortal Instruments series, and these are like the last 2 in the series that I need to read. I haven't read a lot of her other books. I need to read the Bane Chronicles and a lot of the other like side books, but I have heard that you should read those after you finish the Mortal Instruments series. And I have the Dark Artifices series to read, which hopefully I'll be getting to when the last one in that series is coming out, so I won't have to wait like a whole year like other people that were caught up on the series did. So that'll be nice that I'll be like just getting to that series when the 3rd book's coming out, and I won't have to wait. I actually do own the first book in that series, so I'm excited that I actually met that goal of reading the Mortal Instruments series before the end of 2018. I'm pretty excited. My other goal was to read the Narnia series by the end of 2018, and that one does not look like it's going to happen because I've only read the first book in that series. So I'm not doing very well in that one, although they are short, so I guess I could, but I really would need to get on reading that series. The next thing I plan on reading as soon as it comes out, because I have been highly anticipating this book for an entire year, is Archenemies. I have pre-ordered the book, so I should be getting it like as soon as it comes out. Hopefully it will be in my mailbox that day, and that is definitely I'm stopping whatever I'm reading and I'm going to read this book. I loved Renegades. It was my favorite book that I read. I believe I read it in December, so I read it at the very end of the year last year. I don't think I read it this year. I think I read it in December of last year. I might have read it at the very beginning of this year, but I don't think so. I think it was like my favorite book that I read last year. Either that or it's been like my favorite book. I really can't remember. It's been so long ago. I can't remember when I read it, but so good. Loved it, loved everything about it. There was really nothing that I had to complain about, so I'm really excited to see where the story goes in this next book. And I am definitely one of the people that is excited that it got turned into a trilogy and it's not only a duology, although if it was only a duology, we'd be getting the conclusion now. So I guess, you know, there's your give and take. The last thing that I'm planning on reading is our book for book club, and that is Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult. She has written a ton of books. I have not read any of them. This book is supposed to be very good. It's not like my typical book that I would read because it's definitely more of like a sad contemporary based on real life happenings. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one. Someone in book club that is reading it right now is saying that it's full of the feels, already crying on page 10, and I'm like, well, that sounds depressing, to be honest, because I'm not really a feely type of person when I read. I don't really laugh, I don't really cry, I don't get super emotional when I read. So we'll see. There are a lot of people that have said this book is very good though, so we'll see how it is. I am a little nervous because I've heard it's kind of big, so I'm hoping that I have enough time to finish it. I really want to read it before Archenemies comes out so that I have plenty of time to read that one, because it's not really one of those books that I could say, okay, I'm going to stop reading this one for a second so I can read Archenemies, because I have to read this one before book club, and I think book club is on the 13th of November, so I really have to read it before book club. I can't go to book club and not have read the book. I mean, I could, but... So those are the things that I'm planning on reading for the month. Like I said, it could change. I'm actually pretty excited. One of my upcoming books that I should be getting from the library is the Six of Crows duology. I should be getting both of those soon, and I want to read that. I just don't know when I'm going to get a chance to read it. I've kind of put my hold on pause so that I can read all of the things that I've been like trying to get to, but I do want to read that series soon, so that might be on my November TBR. I don't know. It doesn't feel very Christmassy, so I don't know if I'll be getting to it in around Christmas time or November. I don't know. I'm going to read it soon though. I also decided recently, my husband and I started watching the Harry Potter movies all over again, and I've decided I want to read the entire Harry Potter series again, although this time I kind of feel like it would be interesting to listen to them on audiobook. If you've listened to the Harry Potter audiobooks, let me know how they are. I kind of want to give them a try. My library has like the whole set, and I kind of want to put them on hold so that I could listen to them all. I think it might be super interesting to go that format for a change. I have read the books and I've read some of them multiple times. I don't think I've read like the last two more than once, but I've read like all the other ones more than once. But I think listening to them on audiobook would be interesting change. Thanks for joining me for my November TBR. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave me a like, and if you'd like to see more videos by me, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!